In this lesson, we're going to take a look at how to divide our document up into different sections. So to do this, what we're going to do is run through another quick tutorial. We'll add a new section, section number 3, and then we'll look at how to add subsections such as this one and subsections, as well as unnumbered sections also. So let's jump over to Text Studio and we'll start by adding this new section. To add our new section, we simply use the section command again. So we go backslash section, and then we will title this sectioning. And then if I hit F5, that adds a new section to our document. And what we'll do below this is we'll just add a paragraph of filler text. So I'll use lipsum and we'll put lipsum number 3 and we'll rebuild that. And now we see we have section number 3 with some filler text. And the nice thing as well here, we can jump back up to our table of contents and we see the table of contents automatically updates itself with sections 1, 2, and 3. You may need to actually run LaTeX twice in order for the table of contents to actually update, just to be aware of that. Now, what we'll do is we'll jump back down to section number 3 and we'll add a subsection. And we can do this, just to add some space. We can add a subsection by using a command that is called subsection, so it's very intuitive. And we'll call this our first subsection. And we'll give it some filler text as well, lipsum. And I'll use lipsum paragraph number 4. And what I'll do below that is I'll add a second subsection so we can see how they get numbered. And we'll call this our second subsection. Okay, and I'll give that some filler text as well. Lipsum 5. Perfect. Okay, let's build this and let's see what we get. So now we have section 3, and within section 3 we have 2 subsections, which are subsection 3.1 and 3.2. And as well, if we jump back to our table of contents, we see currently it is not updated, but if I rerun this, unfortunately the inbuilt viewer always jumps down to where you are in the LaTeX code. But if I come back up now to the table of contents, we can see that our subsections are also listed in the table of contents, and it's all handled automatically. Now, shifting our focus back to the LaTeX code itself, not only can we add subsections, we can also add subsections which are nested within the subsections. And we do this by using a command called subsection, which might pop up, and you can see it there, subsection. And it works the exact same as the others. We just simply pass the title as an argument to the command. So I'll name this subsection our first subsection and give it some filler text. Lipsum number 6 maybe. Hit save, run it, and there you have it. You can see that our subsection is nested within our subsection is nested within our section number 3. Hence, they're numbered 3, and then we have subsection 3.2, and then our subsection is numbered 3.2.1 because it's the first subsection in our second subsection within the section. That almost became a tongue twister. Now, the other thing to be aware of here is if we scroll up to our table of contents and ensure that this is built twice, you can also see that subsections are by default added to the table of contents. The other thing I'll quickly show you is here, all of these sections and subsections and so on, they're all automatically numbered. But if we wanted to just add a section or a subsection that is not numbered, an unnumbered section or subsection, all we do is say for whichever command, the section 1 or the subsection 1, we'll do it on the subsection is what we'll do. We just add an asterisk here. So this would also work for the other commands, the subsection command or the section command. You just add an asterisk after the command name, but before the arguments of the command. And if we run this, what we'll see is currently it's numbered 3.2.1, but now we'll rebuild it and we see it's now an unnumbered subsection. And our table of contents will also be updated once I click this a second time. And what you'll find is the unnumbered sections are not added to the table of contents. Okay, so we'll conclude that lesson there, short and sweet, and I will see you in the next one.